All right, I'm here with this bitchin' new bike we just finished building for Smith Wesson. I started out as an Indian Sport Chief. Smith Wesson came to us and said, hey, we'd really like to build a bike. Smith Wesson being a 175-year-old or so firearms company has a lot of just history. And so the challenge on this thing was like, how do we match that? We're using a bunch of the Smith Wesson, really the Smith Wesson colors and some of the designs in it. We got logos and whatnot throughout, but just overall some of the shapes and stuff. We went to Taylor Schultz and had Taylor Schultz do the painting. We just gave him creative freedom and he just knocked it out of the park with this thing. Some of the parts that we did at Kraus, we started really with the geometry of the bike. So we built this Fender strut. And what it does is it moves the shock position. Usually it's here. We moved it to here. What that does is jack up the rear of the bike and straighten the shock angle so the shock can work better. We went to Fox and they got us a set of their aftermarket fully adjustable piggyback shocks, and these things just work killer. So in conjunction with our new strut and the shock angle, the geometry of the bike, getting the bike off the ground, tipping it forward a little bit, making the bike a little more agile because of the neck angle, getting more ground clearance. This bike just rips, it handles amazingly. I'm super happy with it. It's got a pretty short wheelbase, so it turns really easily. We're using a Heartluck Billet Swingarm, pretty killer setup. Ramjet wheels, designed off an old GT BMX style, and I love that style. They hooked it up with these really beautiful billet aluminum wheels. We didn't finish them or anything, they're just running them raw. So really nice quality on that. They also came with rotors, and so these rotors are super nice rotors. We'll talk about that on the front a little bit. We're also running our rear radial caliper mount and one of our RTX-8 radial calipers on the rear. We've got a Fab 28 exhaust, sounds killer. We stayed with the belt drive on this bike. We're not doing any gearing changes. I didn't feel like it needed it, so we just went with the stock belt drive and we bead blasted the stock pulley to blend in with the raw colors. We did this nice forged carbon side cover in-house. Another really nice set of pieces that we did are these rocker covers. You got to drop the motor to install these things, but you know, we feel like this design is a lot more updated. The original OEM rocker covers got kind of a classic look to them. We're going for a kind of a newer styling on this bike, so we did these really nice billet rocker covers along with this cover here, which gets rid of kind of a big bulky piece. On the foot controls, we're running our Apex pegs. We did this nice billet lever with our adjustable toe peg, giving you good ergonomics and allowing you to get that toe exactly where you want it. On the shift side, we're running the same thing, a really nice billet lever with an adjustable toe peg. It's a beautiful setup, and then with our Saddlemen seat, it puts you in a really good position, real upright riding position, which I really like. Allows you to throw the bike around really well. Gas tank, we're running this nice billet aluminum cap that we made with the Smith Wesson logo on it engraved. We've got these really nice aluminum bent metal badges that we made showing off the Indian logo. And then again, Taylor Schultz paint, killed it. On the front end, we're running a set of our new triple trees for this bike, the Sport Chief triple trees. I changed the geometry in them a little bit just to get the bike to handle a little bit different, get it a little more agile. But we're running the stock forks on this thing. The only difference is we're running a set of these brand new Fox Grip ST cartridges. These are fully adjustable and allow you to reach up and change your clickers by hand for your compression and rebound. We're running a prototype set. We're testing them out right now and just loving them. They are available for all the Harley stuff for the 49mm front ends. We got them on a couple of bikes and I'm liking them a lot, so check those out. We got them on our website. Check out Kraus Moto for that. On the front end, we're running a set of our RTX-8 radial brake calipers. These are our own. These ones are 100mm. We've got them in 100mm. We've also got them in 108mm. Bolt right on. Running again the 320mm rotors that came from Ramjet with these wheels. They're a lug drive rotor, super nice metal, really nice design. Front fender is from an Indian FTR, but Kyle at Forever Rad makes these brackets so you can adapt it right to your Sport Chief. Really nice look, smaller, lighter. It goes really well with the bodywork. Super happy with that. Lights on this thing are Denali. We went with a Denali turn signal up front and then a Denali brake light in the rear. Super clean, bolt right in. We're gonna do a wiring set so that you can just plug and play those things, so watch for that. Handlebars riser setup. We're running our 8-inch ISO kickback riser. We've got our gauge bezel. All that bolts right in, super easy to install. Another thing we're doing is our titanium bars. Waved a torch on these bars and heated them up and got some color out of them to kind of match the paint. So that's pretty cool with the titanium bit. And then hand controls, we're running our new Radial hand controls, so watch for these things. This is a full hand control set, fully adaptable to the OEM cable. Beautiful little Radial hand control set, just give you a lot of control over your braking and your clutch setup. Air cleaner, we're running an Arlen Ness Big Sucker, and then we made a nice little Kraus front plate for it, just a beauty piece. Derby cover, watch for those pieces, they'll be available soon. And then we made a nice little license plate mount out of the way and out of sight. It's a beautiful bike. Smith Wesson, want to thank them for putting this thing together. Want to thank Indian, Taylor Schultz, Fox, Ramjet, Terry Hartluck, Fab 28, Kraus team for knocking it out in 4 weeks.